Hi everyone, welcome back. In this video, we will see the concept of deadlock recovery. Guys, in the previous video, we have seen how to detect the deadlock, right? So, detecting the deadlock is nothing but we are checking for whether deadlock is existing in a particular system or not, right? Based on the deadlock detection algorithm, we have detected deadlock. Once we detected the deadlock, we have to be in a position that we have to recover it from the deadlock, right? That concept is defining as deadlock recovery, right? Basically, this deadlock is happening because of lack of resources, or I can say that because of resources usage, we are getting the deadlock problem, right? So if you are able to handle these resources perfectly, we can avoid the deadlock. That's okay. But here the point is, once the deadlock is occurred, how we can recover it, right? So because of lack of resources, because of these resources, we are getting deadlock, right? So you can recover it by releasing the resources. Am I right? We can recover it by releasing the resources. So here the question is, how we can release the resources? We can release the resources. Basically, we can kill the processes which are holding it, right? So I can say it as process termination, or I can directly handling the resources. Means we can release the resources in two ways, guys. I can say it as I can recover the deadlocks in two ways. One is with respect to process termination, another one is with respect to handling the resources, right? So handling the resources means the way that we are allocating the resources. Means once a resource is allocated, we can deallocate the resource without completing its time. That is what resource preemption. But for this thing, we require manual user intervention. Whereas coming to the other kind of way of handling the resource is rollback, right? We are going to roll back to the place where we think that the process is safe. That is what the general meaning of rollback. I mean, if I say there is a process Pi which is using the resources A, B at this point of time, C at this point of time, and D after some time is used later. At this point of time, if you thought that deadlock happened, we will move to the back place where we will roll back to the place where you think that the system is in safe state. If here it is unsafe state, we can move to the previous state where you think that the system is in safe state. This is what the concept of rollback. Coming to the process termination, basically if I say process Pi which can handle by resource Ri, Rj, something like that, right? If you are going to kill the process itself, we can able to release all the resources. That is what its meaning, right? So generally, one simple way is we can able to kill all the processes at once, or we can kill or we can terminate process by process. These are the two ways we can terminate the process, right? So the thing is, kill at once means whatever the process which are involved in the deadlock, we can simply kill them, we can simply terminate them at once. Because of the reason, the advantage is definitely there is no deadlock, but there might be a disadvantage. So for example, process P1 completed 95% of time, process P2 completed 80% of time, process P3 completed 30% of time, and process P4 completed 5% of time. So for example, deadlock has happened because of P4. Even because of P4, what we are saying at the kill at once, we have to kill all the process, right? So if I kill all process, what will happen? The process which has completed almost completion of its execution, it has to be killed. That will lead to wastage of time. Wastage of time. This is the problem, right? So to overcome this problem, we can go for killing the process one by one. Killing the process one by one, right? Guys, here you might get question again. Killing the process one by one means I can do or I can kill the process based on many factors. Based on many factors. One will be, just now we have seen, one will be based on percentage of process completion, right? So that we can avoid this disadvantage. Am I right? So the process which has just now started, which has done very less work, can kill it, so that the remaining can execute as usual, so that we can avoid the wastage of time, right? So that is what the meaning of percentage of process completion time. And we can go with various other ways. We can go with killing the process which are having the low priority, or we can go with killing the process which are holding more number of resources. Means kill the process which are holding more resources. You can kill them. This is the another way of killing the releasing the resources. And one more thing is, we can do something like this. We can kill the process which request more resources. Am I right, guys? If a process is requesting more resources, because of this process only all the deadlock might happen. That's why we can able to kill like this, right? We can kill a single process by using these 4 ways, right? This is the way we can able to recover the deadlocks. Hope you understood this video clearly. Thank you.